everyone, it's Boy here, and today I wanted to talk about the situation in Russia. As you all know, relations between Prigozhin's Wagner Group and the Russian Ministry of Defense, led by Shoigu, which commands the regular Russian army, have not exactly been the best, with multiple threats by Prigozhin to withdraw Wagner from critical fights, and attempts by the Russian Ministry of Defense to remove Wagner forces from desired fronts or suspend supply deliveries. So, things in that front just got a whole lot worse. Wagner Group claimed today that Russian troops had intentionally shelled its headquarters with missiles, a statement which was of questionable veracity. And Prigozhin, true or not, used the statement as an excuse to launch what is pretty much a military coup. He claimed that Russian forces under the Ministry of Defense had committed treason and that all Russian forces should stand down to prevent more bloodshed or chaos. Well, Wagner took over and restored stability and a functioning Russian and a working Russian government. So the idea was. He is claimed to be marching his forces through Rostov, with the intent to seize the city. Now, this is major because Rostov is the supply point for nearly all Russian forces in Ukraine. So, if he's able to seize Rostov, assuming this really is a military coup by Wagner, Prigozhin will be able to control all supply to Russian forces in Ukraine and thus hold the place hostage, Russia, meanwhile, is investigating Prigozhin for attempting to launch a coup, which, given his claims, seems to suggest that this is an actual thing that is happening. Meanwhile, in Moscow, the situation is apparently so chaotic that Putin is ordering the construction of checkpoints among critical areas, suggesting he is preparing the city for uprisings, attack, both of which suggest Wagner is organizing a military coup/civil war. There are claimed reports of combat already happening between Wagner and regular Russian forces, larger than the normal conflicts that happen, quote-unquote, by accident. There have been, or things Prigozhin has claimed regarding issues. Russia seems to actually be in a state of an attempted coup. It is unclear how the situation will develop, how the Ukrainians will exploit this opportunity, whether the Freedom of Russia Legion and Russian Volunteer Corps, Russian anti-Putin forces, will attempt to use this to make a further incursion into Putin's territory, if this will develop into a civil war, or if Putin is able to stop the coup with military forces earlier, or if there will be other uprisings or factions involved in this. But for now, the situation in Russia is very unstable and might well lead to a second civil war. That's all for now. Goodbye, everyone.